Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lillian. In today's tutorial we are going to be making a boubou. One hand is low, one hand is high, is a off shoulder boubou. Okay, and I've gone ahead to fold my material into two using the biggest part of my body and also mark my starting point, which is going to serve as my shoulder line. Right now I'm going to use my tape to mark my body measurement, which is from my shoulder down to my bust point is 10 inches, and from my shoulder as well to my hip line to my hip point is 26 inches. Right now I'm going to also mark my neck width. My neck width is 3 inches and my neck depth is 2.5 inches. After marking it, the next thing is to mark out our shoulder. My shoulder is 8, and after marking out my shoulder line, the next thing is for me to mark out my sleeve. My sleeve is going to start from my shoulder line. Right now this is where my shoulder stops, so I'm going to extend it to this point to mark out my sleeve. Okay, and then from there I mark out my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch. And then connect my neck point and also connect my shoulder slope. Right now I'm going to place my ruler as shown, and I'm going to mark it from this shoulder slope up to the neckline. So after marking this, the next thing I'm going to do right now is to extend these lines. My bust line, I'm going to extend it and also repeat the same thing on the hip line. Right now I marked my body measurement, which is 10 inches, my round bust divided by 4. Okay, and also added 3 inches for ease. I repeated the same thing on the hip line and also added 3 inches for ease. So after that, I'm going to rule a line from this shoulder slope down to my bust line. So once this is done, I'm going to connect this line to these 3 inches I came up to. Okay, and then use my ruler to connect this from my bust line down to my hip line. So I'm going to also do this, trace it down to the length of this gown, and I also went ahead to make a curve on this armhole. You can see what I'm trying to do. So right now the next thing to do is to cut off the area that I do not need, which I have done. And from this area where our shoulder stopped, I'm going to make a notch there. Okay, and then open this material. Right now pay attention, because this is where we are going to be marking out our off shoulder line. Right now I went down by 2.5 inch. Okay, and then place my ruler as shown and trace it back to the neckline, the other neckline. Just watch what I'm doing here. You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to connect it back to this neckline. And after connecting it back to this neckline, the next thing to do is to go out from the shoulder line. Okay, from this shoulder line, from the same shoulder line, I went out by 1.5 inch. Although I later used only 1 inch, I did not use the half. And then use my free hand to connect it. Just watch what I'm doing. If you watch closely, you will understand what I'm trying to do here. Right now I'm tracing it back to this neckline to make it more visible. After that, I went ahead to cut it out. You can see the half inch I was trying to explain. I did not cut it from the actual line. Okay, right now I'm going to go ahead and bring in the back side. You can see this is how you are going to place it. The wrong side of the front and back are facing each other. Right now I'm going to go ahead and cut the neckline and also the sides. This is my facing. I wanted to use facing, but I later changed my mind. But continue watching, you will see how I trimmed it off. So I placed the main material on top of the facing and then cut off this neckline. Okay, right now I've gone to my sewing machine and sewed the neck all around and also made a notch. You can see the right side of the facing is facing the wrong side of the main material. I don't know if you're understanding. Right now I'm going to use my scissors and cut off this area because I'm going to be piping the neckline. I'm not going to be using the facing anymore. So after cutting it, I later went ahead to trim it. Right now this is how you are going to pipe it. You push it to the front of the main material. This is it, and fold it. I've gone ahead to do that, and this is the outcome. You can see how clean it is. And once you are done piping the neckline, the next thing is to join the front and back shoulder together by 1/2 inch. All right, and then after doing that, you fold your sleeve. This is the shoulder side and this is the sleeve side. I've gone ahead to fold my sleeve and also hem the length of the gown. So the next thing right now is to join the sides by 1 inch. And after joining it by 1 inch, this is the final look. Please, if this video is helpful, do not forget to subscribe, like and share. You can see how beautiful it's looking, and the hand is not pulling down. You can see how fitted. Thank you. Bye.